Was there a time na This is another episode of Love Life, our laboratory of life, where your tests and trials should become an experience. And that experience will teach us or will reflect the goodness of God in our lives. And mga kapaglaom, joining on this set right now is Lieutenant Colonel Jessie James Gingoyon, diri sa Mandawi City, mga kapaglaom. And Colonel, I would like to welcome you on Love Life. Kumusta?
Thank you very much, Ma'am Charm, sa opportunity and chance na matagaan o air or open space ang akong life story and eventually sa my whole family. And I'm very fine and very contented kung unsa man.
Praise the Lord for that, Colonel, no? I was informed that your story is really an inspiration, not just because of your success, but because kung unsa ang sinugdanan ni Colonel Jessie o ang influence nga inyong gidala ni ini nga komunidad, ni ini nga syudad sa Mandawi. Before you become a colonel, can you tell us who was Jessie when he was growing up?
Growing up, Ma'am, I was dirigid ko ni dako sa Mandawi City, and I was heavily, like I said, is heavily influenced by my father and especially the environment here, because this is a compound situated na wherein naadirita na namong family, like akong mga uncles and aunties, and especially growing up na among mga aunties are religious, very religious, Catholic. Then, almost every Sundays, kuyog mi nila sa church. But when I was young, during my elementary years, kung ko ma'am kanang bugoy-bugoy gyud kung top 10 sa mga bugoy.
How bugoy is that at the scale of 1 to 10? 10 is the highest. Unsa asa ka bugoy si Jessie?
Siguro mama, makita man ako sa based on mga stories here in our barangay when I was 5 or 6 years old. The first day sa akong daycare here in barangay is nang nakatusok din kog lapis sa akong classmate. Kaya moto na after adto wala na mosulod akong classmate.
Undang nag-school.
Undang nag-school eventually. Then when I was in elementary, ma'am, actually na ako yung mga ay mga
pictures.
Hard copy pictures na despite grade 2 pa, puro 78, 79. That is why na nagid ko'y kanang quote, personal quote lang. Na it's not how you started, it's how you finish.
I like that, Colonel, no? So you were mabutang mischievous boy, and but then you also mentioned, while we were off air, mga kapaglaom, when you talk about his life, you also mentioned that you grew up sa Mercado.
Sa market with my...
Tell us the story.
Because my mom is akong inahan, I call her Mama Zen. Amo ang the heart and soul of our family.
What was that?
Heart and soul.
Heart and soul.
Sa among family, because siya ang among breadwinner, among 5 siblings, because our father is before is unemployed. Then so we work hard, akong inahan. Ako yun siyang kuyugan every after school, but not 100%. Siguro majority of my younger years, every after sa school, ako siyang kuyugan dito sa market, Mercado. Then pag weekends, I also go with her sa northern part of Cebu and the southern part of Cebu, kay magdala man siya og mga chinelas, mga RTW, ready to wear, na mga shirts, shorts, amo na siyang ibaligya in consignment.
So, nagtubo ka, Colonel, nga ang imong orientation is pobre mo, nga maningkamot mo.
Yes, ma'am. definitely mo ginay indoctrination sa mong father uh, because is kuan yang gi-value more is on education and character development, not on the side na example like among lolo and lola na accordingly na mga yuta in Mindanao and here also. So gianad namin na dili na at inyo ha, dili na inyo ha kundi maningkamot mo para makapalit mo.
Oh, I see. So you use the term indoctrinated. Can you elaborate on that? How unsa ka gi-indoctrinate sa unsa?
Sa among father side, ma'am, father aspect, indoctrinated in the sense na influence. Kung unsay imong makita sa imong father, imong mother, imong parents, imong environment, as you grow, mo po na imong madala.
So I'd like to sum it up, Colonel. Your mom, imong mama, naningkamot to earn a living, na siya sa merkado, nagmaligya siya anything nga inyong mahimong kapanguhaan sa iyong needs. Your father also chose to stay in the family to train you and your siblings para ma-develop ang inyong character according to what he wants you to be.
Yes, oh, yes.
And unsa iyong gipangtudlo sa inyo?
Kon ma'am, in the aspect sa academic sa ma'am, like geography, as you see here sa background ma'am. Example, by experience, usara man gyud among bathroom, among CR before. So, nagbutang siya mga maps sa kilid sa among bathroom. So, samtang na ay nagamit, na usa nagamit, so 7 man me because 5 siblings plus 2 ka parents. Na usa mo gamit, so maghulat yun ang uban.
Okay.
While you wait, you have all the visuals like map of the world, map of the Philippines, map of US. That is why growing up, I memorize na ko ma'am ang states of the America, kani ma'am world map. Then eventually it spurs like nagkuan siya ma'am exponential na yung knowledge nimo on geography and history, politics and economics because kani you interested kay every time na kay makita.
Kay mo imong nadak-an, mo ing nakita, murag na imong visual aid ang inyong balay.
Among balay.
For so many lessons nga gusto niya i-impart sa inyo.
And I think that is also a ma'am for me is a strategy na niya na dili ba an idle mind is a devil's playground, di ba? Kung wala kay kung ka hinuktok ka daghan magag di mayong una-unaon. Kana ma'am, na kay visuals, na kay makita, you also learn.
So that's why you feed niya ang inyong minds for the things nga kailangan ninyo ma-learn.
Yes, like how prepared are you in the future, ma'am, na magamit na nimong mga knowledges. Like, amo ma'am, di mi pwede mo tanaw teleserye. Oh, bawal ma'am mo tanaw mga kanang mga teleserye na sinagpaay o about immorality. Sa mo ma'am is naragi certain channels na dito ra gyud pwede.
Growing up, wala ba ka nag-rebuilding nga dili man mi ani pwede unya ang uban pwede, ang ubang bata pwede sila nya kami dili.
Sa amo man ma'am because of our environment here because we are exclusive man na area.
O so di ka kakita sa uban.
Walay comparison because pareha man among tanan among indoctrination here ma'am. Like a sort of dili man siya kanang like military type ma'am but more on ma'am conservative na style na parenting. But also with a twist like sa style sa akong father is prepared me na mahimong public servant.
Yeah,
Because,
going into that, Colonel, your siblings are lawyers, unsa pa ganito ilang mga
police
officers, and some are working for the betterment of your community, like nahimong barangay captain. So, to sum it up, diri ka, ang inyo yung pamilya is nahimong public servants diri sa Mandawi City. What influenced you? Is it like your father's influence or maybe as you grow older, na ihimo ni yung picture nga, I would like to be a helper in the community so ang akong komunidad medyo ma-improve.
My father ran for barangay councilor here. One of the, I think, one of the largest na barangays in Mandaue is Kabangkalan. Nidagan siya. Then, because wala pa man jud kayo sa una, lisod kayo ang panginabuhi. He ran twice and lost twice. Then, year 2010, I graduate na ko, ma'am, sa PNP. I graduated 2007. 2010, nanay sakit po daw kong father ato cancer. Nihangyo siya na mo na, Noy, manga, kanang padagano na to si Boy, yung youngest, our youngest brother, is kay chairman para na ay Gingoyon na here in Kabangkalan. So, that also brought us into the politics because my younger brother, our youngest brother, nakadaog siya here is kay chairman. Then, eventually, nahimo siyang councilor. Then, my younger sister also, that also started na kami musulod sa public service as elected official, duha ma'am. Then, my younger brothers also are police officers.
Sir, going back to your story, unsa ang pinaka makaingon ka nga testing time to nimo? Or a season in your life or your principles were tested? Unya ang imo ang faith is shaken? Unya na question po, was there a time in your life ingon ana ang imong na experience?
Siguro ma'am, tested ang akong patience or character is when I entered the police academy, ma'am, PNPA, the school that molded me, that refined me, ma'am, as a person because kung ka ma'am, as an 18-year-old na isulod ko, Cebuano ka, abot ka dito Manila, in Cavite in particular, on your own, then we have gaps in communication na Cebuanos, especially ma'am, because maglisod yun ng Tagalog. So, wala pa cellphone, dili yun maka-afford. So, I went there year 2003, I was 18 years old. So, challenging yung life mo ma'am because imong biyaan yung comfortable life mo, your family. You live on your own, then kuan ka ma'am 1 year and 15 months before ka makagawa sa academy. So, very painstaking yung sacrifice mo. Then, because, I was also a scholar during my college years. Mas nindot mang kinabuhi sa dire Cebu, ana. But, then again, if you will not, dili ka mo sacrifice, ma'am. Dili ka mo hawa sa comfort zone.
Wala may tabo sa life.
So, siguro may tabo ma'am, pero dili as progressive as this. Siguro ma'am na ay gamay ra na progress, but very ma'am, a turning point of our life nako ma'am, and subsequently ma'am sa akong mga igsuon. Because
tell us about it.
Subsequently ma'am, because pagsulod nako sa academy, pag-graduate nako ma'am, ako'y ni tabang sa ilang education.
So naimo kang breadwinner na.
Yes, ma'am. I was transformed also a breadwinner because that was also one of the indoctrinations of my father na.
You are the next person to help out in the family.
And very particular ang instruction na almost every day na ayaw pasagdi imong mga igsuon. Almost every day, ayaw pasagdi, ayaw biyae. That is why mo na hantod karon di yun na mawala na word from word.
Upat ka buok ang imong isagubang.
Because ma'am, among mother doesn't have an fixed income because it fluctuates, depends on the seasonal o market. But ikaw as public officer, as servant, fixed yung
Fixed
salary.
Fixed ang salary.
But dili pa kayo, 2007 ma'am, mga nasa 15,000 pa monthly.
And then how can you raise 4 of your siblings?
Very ma'am, challenging na ay mga business ma'am na mga ginagmay na in Metro Manila.
So nag-venture kag businesses?
Mga lang ma'am, mga pang-survive lang dyan, pang-konsumo.
Pang-lifeline.
Para ang sweldo ma'am, mapadala dyan dire. So, more than 80 to 90% of my salary is para sa akong family.
And wala ka naglinyo before them nga nag-graduate?
Kwan ma'am kanang actually mao po na usa sa kwan sa akong father is kung kaya nimo dili ka magminyo unahon nimo yung igsuon because eventually kung dili nimo tabangan nimo igsuon kung maglisod sila ma'am according to my father pag dili nimo tabangan sa education then okay lang imo silang talikdan imong igsuon sa ingon niya but iyang mong mga pag-umangkon imo ka nang maantos na muduol nimo manglimos nimo so mo po na ma'am yung indoctrination na sige lang sa antos imong mga igsuon kay total na man na yung mga utok antos lang so mo na ma'am wala ko naminyo
Og sa'yo?
og sayo nahuman sa silang upat.
Wow, gihuman sa silang upat ay kay minyo. Was it hard to become a breadwinner?
Kuan ma'am,
I mean, daghan magud kayo breadwinner karon Colonel. Some nakita na ko sa Facebook no nga it's not my responsibility to raise my parents. There are some of those nagpost na napoy uban nga I am not here as a family investment, you know. Napoy mga post ang uban nga it's hard when your parents believe that you are their alkansya. Nga pag-abot sa panahon ikaw ang kuuton and you don't have your own life. Was there a time nga nakaingon ka nga am I an investment?
Kuan ma'am, ang daghan kong madungog kanang mga people around my kwan ba kanang
The people you surrounded with every day.
surrounded every day. But wala mo ko'y labot ana ninyo kung unsa inyong isulti. All I care is my family because
Wow.
like my favorite book, The Godfather. O kana na movie, also my father's favorite, Mario Puzo, is if you don't spend time with your family, you can never be a real man. Mo na yung quote ni The Godfather. Mo na everyday, mo po na ko, if you will never spend time with your family, you can never be a real man. So the measurement of a real man is how you spend your time, not just time, but your resources also. Mo na ma'am na, kung ako ma'am, mo po na akong mindsets before na millions imong i-invest dia time biyahe gyud ko diri ma'am bisag lisod mahal ang eroplano muuli gyud ko every 3 months every 4 months every 6 months para makita na ko kung maigsuon akong parents akong father then walay kon ma'am walay mahay na mag-unay because sa tingin tan-aw pud nako ma'am kung imong unahon imong kaugalingon unsa man imong unahon ma'am material things like sakyanan or balay or mga sinina. Kuan ma'am, everything everything fades ng mga material deteriorate, depreciate. But yung investment mo, your time
With your family
is it appreciates Every time na kitaan kanila, imo silang kuyugan, imo silang tabangan sa ilang mga kinahanglanon. And kung magkasakit ka, ma'am, hilantan ka, or hospital ka, kanang mga tao, ma'am, na imong katrabaho, tanawon lang ang mga 5 minutes. Di ba, ma'am? Padala lang kag prutas. Bisag nag-invest ka nila heavily. But imong family, bisag wala nimo kay gitagad. Bisag wala kayo nimo layo sa imuha. Kundi, mo na mo spend nimo, mo na mo kuyog. Especially imong wife, imong anak, imong igsuon.
Agree on that, sir.
So, mo na kuan gyud nako ma'am, mo na pinaka philosophy nako more on aligning my family.
Where is God in your story?
Growing up, ma'am, it's always in my heart. Like, the great architect, ma'am, is mo gyud ay mo guide na to every day, daily. Like, kami, ma'am, mag-pray mi akong mga anak, ma'am. I let them pray the rosary. If kaya nila, go to church. Then, we pray also na akong mga anak kanang before mi mangaon, before mi mo adto sa school.
So So, kumbaga, ang prayer is
It's always
an
at,
essential part sa iyong daily nga.
it's always at the center of our family, ma'am. It's the center of our heart and our kwan, ma'am. Mo na guide na to, ma'am. Being kwan, ma'am, we live in goodness. We align to the kwan, ma'am, teachings of
Makaingon ba ka, sir, nga ang imong life is smooth ra kaayo? And then, murag wala kay, kumpara sa uban, murag, your life has been like, ang uban mangod zigzag, up, down, up, down. Makaingon ba ka nga imo nga is, although naay mga twists and turns, but then it smoothly went to what you planned or how you planned it?
as observed, ma'am, personally, 40 years na ta diri. Smooth man ako, ma'am, as kuan, ma'am, ako lang tanaw.
And your secret is for having that smooth sailing ng mga plano sa kinabuhi na put into place. And the secret that you did is
Kuan, ma'am, I go along with the people I work with. Kuan, ma'am,
discipline.
discipline and kuan, ma'am, most of all, kuan, ma'am, you go to your home every day. Muuli ka eh. Like kuan, ma'am, I always gi-emphasize during my kuan, ma'am, during my years na nagtudlo na instructor ba sad ko, ma'am, professor sa mong agency, na leadership starts at home. We start our leadership here at home, then you have the moral ascendancy na mapakita nimo, ma'am, sa imong agency na maayo ka na officer. That is why, ma'am, na kung imong balay walay problema, smooth gyud, ma'am, inig-adto nimo sa trabaho, dili man nimo madala.
You don't have baggage
Oo,
with you
wala.
nga imong
Excess
ma-carry.
baggage,
Oo. Sir, there are those people who are right now, maybe they wanted to be successful, mga breadwinners nga nalisuran. There might be people who are having a heavy heart. Ngano sila ang breadwinner, ngano sila magpatapos sa ilang mga igsuon nga dili unta ilang responsibilities. Naay mga uban naghuna-huna nga maghimo man kong investment sa akong parents. What can you tell them?
Kuan na siya, ma'am. I think dili pud ka kaingon selfishness, but it boils into individual na philosophy or teaching gyapon, ma'am. Mubalik ra gyapon sa how you are, kuan, ma'am, ba, indoctrinated sa imong parent, unsa imong influence sa imong parents. I think wala may kuan, ma'am. I think there is no wrong opinion on that, I presume. But you look at the bigger picture ba after sa everything, sa imong sacrifice, because you sacrifice economically, physically, socially, ako, ma'am, socially. Wala lang psychologically, because as you help your siblings, ako, ma'am, kung mga igsoon, makita na ko sila karon every day, ma'am, naaraman sila diri around me. Pag abot ko gikan sa airport, maglumbaanay sila kuha na ko. Kung muadto ko Manila, lumbaan po sila
That's
gaton.
because of the relationship you built with them.
How I establish relationship. Going back sa imong question, ma'am. Kuan, ma'am, individual na lang na differences eh.
So you let them be. If ever you felt now, maybe you have resentment, you have maybe sa tawagan na kanang wala unresolved issues sa imong heart, then maybe at the right time you will realize and understand why your life is like this at the moment. Kaya there are things, manggod nga, you can really never understand. Like at that point, maybe when you were still going out, you went to the market with your mom, magbaligya dito, anything, wala kayo ka naghuna-huna, sir, nga, dili ni mayo, kaya ako na, wala na ko nakagdula, at the young age, di ba, sometimes. But you understand because your father taught you those things.
That is why, ma'am, very significant yung kuan, ma'am, parenting here. I think, ma'am, sa topic na to karon, itong more on parenting. Because it molds your character from the start. Pag tanaw pa lang nimo sa kalibutan, as you crawl, as you walk. So everything revolves around your domicile, imong balay. Because kung kita ma'am, kung amahan is unemployed, di ba? But produced this yung anak.
All professionals.
All professionals. All public servants. Di ba?
And all are progressing their lives and
Yes.
establish ang kinabuhi. Unya, may influence sa inyong komunidad.
Ma'am digli na ka makaunahuna og negative as you grow or adverse na unsa man ni ko kanang deprived ko because ma'am growing up you're trained, you're well informed na this is life, life is hard.
That's why good sir ang imong gigamit is indoctrinize.
Yes.
Kaya I think gisilsil gyud sa inyong heart nga mo gid dapat, and you were not exposed to negative movies nga mo'y maka-stain sa inyo ang makahatag og makapollute
Poison.
sa inyong mind,
Yes,
right?
makapoison.
And right now you're a parent. Are you still following the footstep of your dad, of your mom nga inanion pagdila kong kabataan?
Yes, ma'am, this is the challenge now because as the digital age comes, you adjust to you adapt to the changing times. Before, wala pa social media, wala pa influence from the online space or internet space.
So what advice can you give, Colonel,
Kung
sa tanang mga parents nga naminaw karon?
ma'am, I'm very elated sa akong anak. They're tulo na sila. Usa ka lalaki, then duha ka babae. I have a stern akong discipline along with my wife who's also
So isa yun mo, dili pwede nga ang isa permissive niya, ang isa authoritative controlled. So dapat nagkatakdo ang inyo ang mga rules.
align. Ma'am, sa kuha pong training sa akong mga anak, sila more on sports and music and books. My eldest son can read book in one day.
Wow.
Like, favorite niya yung ma'am, yung The Count of Monte Cristo, the biography.
And he can maybe another lawyer in the family soon.
Muna iyang ma'am, aspiration as 10 years old pa lang na akong mga anak, ma'am, gusto nila mahimo daw ang lawyer. You mag-read ka always. Dapat vocabulary yung mo.
Build on vocabulary.
Build on vocabulary.
So to all the parents out there, this is a simple tip. Gikan sa ato ang guest for today from Colonel Jessie Gingoyon. Ang inyong role, dako kaayong responsibilidad, dako kaayong factor for the success of your children, no? Ang parenting style nga ang imong gigamit sa stern, so maybe stick to good when it comes to. But then ang mga bata karon sir, dili naman moobra sa ila ang pagka stricto. Kay I don't know if you have experience or encounter nimo nga experience maybe with your maybe colleague nimo, nag-istorya sila about sa ilang mga kabataan. Kaya lahi na gid ang mga kabataan karon.
Lahi na, ma'am.
Oo.
Like, ang nakanindot lang, ma'am, before we settle here in Cebu, I was assigned, we reside in CRPO, National Capital Region Police Office, in Camp Bagong Diwa, Taguig, because my wife was also a police officer before. No, nami sa sulod sa kampo, akong mga anak, trained yun na sila, like Monday na flag racing, like 5 o'clock, kanaog ang flag, mubarog sila stand straight.
Nice, no?
Then, jaywalking, di ka pwede mo labang, maglabay basura anywhere. As young as they were, sila ma'am, trained na sila and molded na sila sa discipline, public service, kita nila ma'am, because it's the largest police camp in the whole Philippines.
So sana ang tibok Pilipinas, kampo na lang. But thank you kayo, Colonel, for your time. I know your story has been an inspiration, especially sa tanang mga breadwinners. There's always a sweet success, especially when you saw now that your siblings are successful and your mom is still there, and as you said a while ago, she wants to stay longer, she wants to live longer para makita pa niya ang fruit of her labors, and we salute her for that, for raising all of you into where you are today, good-hearted, mga kasaligan, and thank you so much for that.
Thank you, Ma'am Charm.
God bless you, sir.
Thank you, Ma'am.
Another story mga kapaglaong nga kahatag ka natong inspirasyon aron nga ang atong kinabuhi magpadayon kauban sa mga tunog diha sa atong buhi nga Dios. This is Charm Pamisa Sanani for Love Life. Was there a time